Today, we're going to take a look at something called W12. Let's get straight into it. Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button below and you'll get notified every time we go live. Now, before we get into the serious part of the video, today I am vaping on this beauty. It's not going to show up too good with the green screen, but this is the Blitzen RTA from Geek Vape, and I have to say it is one of the best RTAs I have ever used. The flavor is amazing in it. It is really easy to build on. It's got a postless bottom deck. It's got bottom adjustable airflow, and it's got quite a wide chimney, which allows for lots of smooth vapor. I would highly recommend getting one. If you are interested in one, I'll put a link in the description to where you can pick it up. It's pretty cheap and definitely good value for money. So today we're looking at something called W12. And these guys grabbed my attention. They got first place recently at the World Blockchain Forum in New York. They were also nominated for the final of ICO race in Switzerland, and that was out of 140 ICO companies. They've got an awful lot of other things going for it, which we'll go through in the video. So let's take a look at their website and see what they're all about. So this is the W12 website. So essentially W12 is a platform where you can invest in upcoming ICOs using the W12 token. And what makes this different from a lot of other projects, they've got a number of safeguards in place, which I'll go through as we go through the site. So the first thing you'll notice on the site is they already have an MVP up and running. The pre-sale is currently on. So W12 has identified a few key problems of the ICO market. Most of us are already aware of the amount of scams that are out there. And in fact, according to W12's white paper, 9 out of 10 ICOs fail. Only 1 out of every 10 succeeds. Last year alone, $1 billion was hacked or stolen via scam ICOs. And even if an ICO raises enough capital, most of these never get listed on exchanges. According to Status Group last year, there was only a 3.8% success rate on ICO projects launched last year. So this project is built on the Ethereum platform, and it's utilizing smart contracts to ensure when you invest in a project, the ICO that you're investing in or supporting has got to meet certain keystones or milestones before releasing some of the investments. And so if we scroll down, they detail this here by saying we have built smart contracts that release ICO funds to the project only following the decision of its token buyers once the project meets its milestones. So that's pretty straightforward and an excellent idea, and should put some safeguards in place for investors. Now, for the ICO companies that want to get involved, they'll have 3 different options, which it's all explained here. Now, the project will also be able to issue tokens independently and sell only part of its tokens using the WT protected model. Now, I would have thought that if you're an investor, going down the W12 route will be the safest option. But it also gives the ICO companies a little bit more autonomy into making their own decisions. Now, each token buyer acts separately and makes independent decisions about the execution of these milestones. And these milestones are confirmed by 12 independent oracles from the W12 network. So as you can see, the main problems they're trying to address is scams and lost funds in huge failed ICO projects. The W12 token is used for storage of funds, obviously, like I was just saying. The W12 tokens will allow users to buy tokens of an ICO project that's listed on the W12 platform. And W12 tokens are used as payment for services on the platform. Now, if you participate in the W12 pre-sale, you'll receive a premium expert account for free for the first 2 years. And expert premium accounts are essentially gaining access to much more projects that are launched on the platform. As you can see, there are several different account types. Depending on the account type will depend on the returns of tokens. Now, the lockup period for the team behind the project and early bird investors is 2 years. This is something I like to see. I think it's a responsible way of doing business. It means that once W12 hits the exchanges, we're not going to see a huge dump of tokens. The current price is one W12 token equals 0.00035 Ethereum. They accept Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. The W12 tokens will be transferred to customers through a smart contract after the end of the ICO. There is only going to be 400 million tokens. Neither mining nor any other method that allows for an increase in the number of the W12 tokens can be applied. The early pre-sale hard cap is 3,000 Ethereum and the private sale is 14,500. Now, one of the things I like about the team, they seem pretty experienced and they've got a good blend of business development, blockchain technology experience, and marketing experience. You'll also notice on the advisors list is Anders Larsson, and he was the vice president of Ericsson, and he has been named in the top 5 of the world's blockchain advisors. They're already partnered with Bancor and DDEX. Now, the roadmap is very detailed. It shows exactly what they're intending to do and what they have already achieved. I like to see detailed roadmaps. You can tick off the milestones as it goes along. We're currently up to the advertising PR campaign. And as you can see, in Q4 this year, they will start the development of the mobile marketplace app for Android and iOS. And I suppose what most people are interested in, listing of the W12 token will begin on the exchanges in Q4. So by creating a technology that allows for the tokenization of any project, W12 allow for hundreds of thousands of projects worldwide to obtain decentralized capital full of trust and transparency. This model promotes the growth of valuable products and the creation of disruptive technologies fit for the new millennium by incentivizing quality, growth, and trust. The advantages of the project are it's fully automated, there's no initial costs, and any source of funds. And the project aims to create less risk, more trust, and full transparency. Now, like I said at the beginning, the MVP is already launched. You can click here to see what's going on. You can take a look around and see how the whole platform is intended to work. So registration is currently open for the pre-sale. I would advise, if you're interested in this, jumping on it quickly. There's a number of benefits for getting in early on this. Receiving a premium account is one of the benefits to this, and the early investor discounts. So that was a quick look at the W12 website. They've got a lot going on that website. Everything you need to know is there. The white paper is over 40 pages long. It details everything, how they intend to achieve their goals. The safeguards are in place for you, the investor. What you can do if a project fails or doesn't meet its milestones. So if you're interested in this, take a look at the white paper. Most of your questions are answered in there. This project's got a number of things going for it. First off, I like the project. I think it's a great idea. There is so many scam ICOs out there at the moment, or ICOs that have no intention of completing their projects. W12 puts safeguards in place for us, the investor. It means if an ICO isn't meeting its targets, the funds will not be released to them. There is an option to withdraw your investment and invest in other projects that you think might have more chance of success. I like the team behind this project. They've got a lot of experience and they've got some very good advisors on board. The MVP is already up and running. Like I said, shoot over there, take a look at how exactly the project and the platform intends to operate. And not least, and W12 is actually trying to solve a problem that needs to be solved. There is far too many scam ICOs out there at the moment. It's giving the whole community a bad name, and the sooner we have safeguards in place to prevent particularly new investors to the space from getting burnt, the quicker our community is going to grow its credibility and bring even more investors into the space. I'll put some links to the W12 project in the description. Head on over, take a look what they're all about. I think it's a pretty solid project. But remember, this is not financial advice. It's up to you to do your own research. And remember, only invest what you can afford to lose. So that was a look at the W12 project. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, comment below. Let me know what you think of this. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you again soon.